Okay. So, Tempo!
I feel like Tempo is stomping our
Sound like a
necks.
Mexican.
I'm a hot one. Soy caliente. Are you a hot one?
Welcome to season 3 of Hot Ones Caribbean Edition. I am your hostess, Gabrielle Carrard. And on set with me today is the biggest name in Virgin Islands reggae, Ras Attitude. He's a soulful and versatile artist who's collaborated with the likes of Barrington Levy, Beres Hammond, Luton Fire, Luciano, Capleton, and Sizzla. Ras Attitude's extensive catalog has given us messages of positivity and spiritual groundedness for more than 2 decades. With reggae as a dominant genre in the Virgin Islands, Ras Attitude has been a cultural ambassador for the territory, keeping vibes alive with hits after hits. Ras Attitude, welcome to the show.
Give thanks for inviting I. Give thanks. It's a royal vibes here. Yeah, it look really hot already. So
It's definitely hot.
yeah, it looking hot.
And we have some hot questions as well. So
All
we
right.
have a mixture of different heat going on.
All right,
But
that's
before
all
we
right.
begin, I know you're used to giving us some reggae heat, but I want to know if you could take hot sauce.
I'm up for the challenge. I've been saying that. I'm up for the challenge. These sauces look really, dangerous. Especially this one here. The first one too. Yeah. So let's see what it takes us.
Okay.
Go shit. Ooh.
So we get some heat going on, but we
Yeah.
definitely have some things to help us.
Okay.
So we have these wonderful rags from Via that we can wipe up ourselves if we need be.
Definitely. I
We
like
get
this.
milk in this wonderful cup brought to us from the Department of Tourism.
Right.
We get water, and of course we get our girl Matilda.
Matilda.
She's here to guide us along our journey through the sauces.
Yeah, Matilda.
Correct, because we can need Matilda for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, so before we actually get into the swing of things, right? I heard through the grapevine that you are an excellent freestyler. And I figured that it was only right that we begin the show with you making a song for me because I is a hot one and you is a hot one.
Okay. All right. Well, them say, Gabriel, you are a hot one. Some of them may not overstand, but let them turn so, cause you're strong. Here's the last year, the first one. Attitude of bless Gabriel, she's a champion. Long time we a tell them, we not there so fi beg no friend. Cause you're one of them, the real one, still one, so strong. Gabriel, yeah, so the thing going on.
Yeah? So,
Yeah.
we can go keep that recording so
Yeah,
that way I
yeah,
could
yeah.
take it with me and
You
play
could
it.
take it with you. Take it with you.
I love it.
It's just off the top and yeah.
It's an incredible amount of talent, you
Mm-hmm.
know, that I think someone has to have to sit down and create
Right.
on the spot, you
On the
know,
spot,
like you
yeah.
have the pressure, people watching you, you're on camera,
Mm-hmm.
and still you're able to put together such like lyrical bangers.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna roll right into that first sauce.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned that you were scared of her, right?
I was hoping we'd talk a little bit more before we go into the sauce.
I know you
okay.
say you're scared of her, right?
Okay.
This
Pirate
sauce is
Gang.
made in St. Thomas by a
Okay.
company called Pirate Gang.
Okay.
The name of the sauce is Ghost Ship, and they have ghost peppers, which is one of the hotter peppers that we have out there. However,
Right.
they also mixed in some fruity flavors. So I feel like you might find that this one is a nice one that we kick off with.
Huh. Okay. And this is the Ghost Ship.
Yes, Ghost Ship.
Straight out of St. Thomas. Rock City, big up.
Ah.
Bap. Okay. And the Ghost Ship.
And
Ghost
then we can put
peppers.
some on our boards.
And
We
it
can do
makes
some
sense. It's
extra
called the
dipping.
Ghost Ship because it's made with ghost peppers. Okay. And put some on top of the deck here, on top of the deck for the ship.
Yes. So we're taking a ride through the paranormal side. We have Matilda. We get a
Matilda
Ghost Ship
there,
sauce.
we got it. Okay, that look like I put on too much.
No man, it's never too much.
Never too much,
It's
okay.
always
I
that's
still
a big
got
piece
dip
of,
anyway.
Nah man, that's a big piece of cauliflower there.
Okay,
You
okay.
gotta fill up the surface
Okay,
area.
so we're going in. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Now dip it in the thing right there, so. All right, bye. A little zest. Little vibes to it.
A little tangy.
I like Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship is nice. It's nice. So we can get started with the first question.
Okay.
You were born into music and spirituality. Your mother was a touring gospel singer, and her mom is the head of the Miracle Revival Center. How has that influence affect your artistry?
I must say big, because must say big up Mama HG first of all, and Grandma V. You know, it was a big thing for me because in the morning, me and my brothers had to wake up and do do re mi fa sol la ti do, and we had a grand piano in our house. So that was something that we were required by mom to wake up in the morning, say our prayers and all that, and then we do some stuff on the piano, sing some songs and all that stuff. But I was the one who always wanted to be up front. My brothers them wasn't into the singing thing. My mom had all of us doing it at one point, you know. But I was the one, for some reason, just was loving it, loving the vibes of the music. It wasn't no problem for me to get up and sing the do re mi fa sol la ti do's and play on the piano, you know. And it was good that we had that in the house, because times we just go in and learn the piano and had little piano lessons and stuff like that. So that was a great thing for me coming up. And even in the church, we get a little bit of spirituality, you know, and learn stuff about other vibes, you know. So that was great for me to have a spirituality and still have a mom that sings and tour, able to go out on the road with her and see a lot of different things. So I was exposed to a lot of stuff in the music from a young age that made me say, you know what, this is this for me, you know.
Okay, so we can move on to the second sauce.
I read.
So this one is called Angie's Flavorful Heat. And Angie's Flavorful Heat comes from St. Thomas. My girl Angie. I went to
St.
school
Thomas
with her.
again.
Correct.
Bap. You went to school with Angie?
I did. We
She was
went to
making pepper in
Alsace.
school or what?
She wasn't.
Oh, okay.
This was a recent. You know what? Let me not be a liar.
Yeah.
I went to school with her. I left school. She was still in school because she
okay.
was younger than me, and I
Right.
believe she actually started this when she was in high school.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Big up Angie.
Correct. Sis is an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, and I respect the hell out of
Yeah,
her.
100%.
So she get hot peppers in here. She get vinegar. She get onion. She get garlic. So it's definitely gonna be a herbal flavor profile for
Oh,
sure.
this Angie, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it, Angie. That's cool. She put a picture on there.
She a beautiful girl.
Very beautiful. Big up yourself, Angie. So we're going with 2 taps of the pepper. 1 tap there. Beep, beep. Okay. That's a little too much. And then 1 tap
It ain't
there.
never too much.
Yeah, well, hey, for me, I tried it, so I can't go too hard, you know? All right, so
Okay.
get the pepper going. All right. I ain't gonna drunk this one, all right.
I'm looking to make sure.
You making sure?
You're putting your whole mouth over the pepper though, okay?
Yeah, see the pepper?
Okay,
You get enough
uh-huh,
pepper? Cauliflower
Wait,
pepper.
okay, don't fraud me today.
peppery.
Very good.
Oh, wow. I taste the pepper. I taste it. Okay, Angie. Go there, Angie. Okay.
It tastes like them old time pepper.
Yeah. Something my grandmother would have had on the thing.
Some good up boiled fish.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move into the question.
Angie.
You've been releasing albums since 2001. Always showing your versatility from reggae, R&B, hip hop, dance hall, alternative sounds. Is there a genre of music that you have not touched yet, but you wish to?
Rock and roll. Not the screaming type. I know I like to try country music. I like country music. When I listen to country music, I always have a story. And I think I have a story to tell on some country music too, you know? A man might talk about his truck or his dog, you know? My country song may be about can, you know?
Correct.
Your herbs or something. I've been rolling my doobie over there, you know?
So, because you like the telling of the story, you ever consider calypso? You know, calypso in the Caribbean is
I
a
did one
provocative storytelling type of genre.
what would you call it? I did one, I guess, soca song called All Night Long with UMB soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
It did really good on the island, but it didn't take me to that soca level that I wanted to say, well, I'm gonna change my genre and become a soca artist, and you know. But it did really good, and people actually love the song. Until this day, people tell me about the song, you know.
Gotcha.
It's called All Night Long.
So All Night Long has captured my attention, and I'm gonna need you to sing a little something for me.
Hey, I've been working hard all day and still don't get no pay. After work, me have to find a stress release party where everyone in the club is waving their hands with no worries on their mind. Where the music it make me stress free, relax and unwind. Tell police don't stop this party. We just come here to have some fun. Cruisions are you with me. Laddie daddy laddie daddy. We just come to have, fun.
Yeah.
But
Thank
that's just
you.
a piece of it, piece of all night
I
long.
go download it tonight.
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by the US Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna roll into this toad sauce.
Saucy baby.
This sauce is David's Bin Hair pepper sauce. And David is a foodie. He is a blogger. He has over 1 million followers, 1.2
Wow.
million followers on YouTube. And he
Okay.
has over 100,000 followers on Instagram. He's big stuff. This sauce is interesting in its flavoring.
Okay.
And that I feel like a lot of pepper sauces come with the herb. This pepper sauce come in with
I don't know what
something
made me
else.
smell this one. Yeah? I had two already on me smelling them, but something tell me to smell this one. Yes, sir. Okay, so we got you done gone in already.
Yeah,
Okay,
Listen,
China thing here, but the lad got wow.
He-
This one that pour out like a faucet.
he think does really work well on the chicken. Me gonna lie. It have a nice savory.
I
The
couldn't
chicken
tell you about
season
that
nice.
there.
Seaside Deli do us good. The chicken season nice.
Right.
And he come in with a sweetness, and so you're hitting a sweet and a savory.
I
all in
couldn't tell
one
you
bite.
too much about the chicken, but I could tell you about the cauliflower.
Yes.
All right.
Tell me about the cauliflower.
cauliflower.
She tastes proper?
It's proper.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good, very
It's-
good.
It's scrumptious. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, David. Okay, I see why you got all these millions of people following you.
David know what he
You
doing.
know what you're doing.
It is, I could taste the guava.
I do taste the guava. And that's different. I don't really taste what they said at the in there. David, big things are going. Well, I'm gonna dip there.
Oh, okay. We double dipping now.
That's what's up.
Very good.
When you see the guy double dip, David are going with things.
We
Go
gotta
with
make sure you go home with a bottle of David's Bin Hair pepper sauce.
Yeah, David are going with a crocus bag of things, you know.
Okay, I gotta roll into the next question now.
Bro.
I learned that in high school, you got into the sound system scene. And by college, you were MCing and DJing at clubs all over your area. At some point, you connected with Ras Batch, your mother old bandmate. Tell me about how you and Batch came to create Sound VI Zion Records, and what was the vision for the label at that point in time?
Wow. Somebody did their research.
I gotta come correct.
Beautiful. Okay. So leaving from high school, I was part of a song called Tech 9 Sounds down here in the Virgin Islands. Me and my brothers and a couple of friends created the thing, and after that, left to go to college, dealing with all the music still, doing little performances here and there. My mother would tour different places, and I was on tour with my mom in Nashua, New Hampshire. Very cool place. And Batch was her drummer at the time. And Batch was the one who gave me my first Michael Jackson and Bobby Brown cassette. It was a cassette. And this one, I religiously would walk everywhere with this cassette. I finally found out where his studio was, went to the studio and talked to him for a little bit. He was like, yes, let's get some work done. At that point, he was making a rhythm for Happiness, the album that I put out called Happiness on the Sound Vision. He was making that rhythm at the time for the song entitled Happiness. And when he asked me if I'm still singing, I said, yeah, I like this rhythm. And he said, well, see the boot there? And being that I'm good at freestyling here and there, it was already focused. So I went in the booth. I had an idea for Happiness, because while he playing it, I'm telling him like, yo, happiness, togetherness, righteousness is godliness, living in your love. So he's like, yo, see the boot there? I'm like, okay, cool. I went in, we dropped the hook, you know, push that out and then go sit down, listen, and then start to put a verse to it. And by the time we was done the song, we was like, you know what? I think we could start do a whole album, you know. He said, you ready for that? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for anything you got for me, man. I trying to do this thing. This is what, you know, you help build me to, you know. My performance, a lot of people come and tell me my performance in the Virgin Islands is one of the best or is the best, you know. So I give thanks for that.
Okay, so we're gonna roll into this fourth sauce here. We have Miss Anna's.
I was trying to skip the photo and go to the...
We can't skip our man.
Miss Anna's.
This sauce is special to me. I love the history.
When you say just now, remember when I first went to St. Thomas and they tell me about Anna's retreat. You know? How you say Anna's, you know, like, okay, Anna's. Yeah,
Alicia knows I told you.
Right,
like,
yeah,
okay, out here frauding the people. So we get Miss Anna's, and
Okay.
I love history.
Talk
This
to me.
sauce is 110 years old.
Wow.
The recipe started in St. Lucia, but it was perfected on the island of St. Croix, which is
Okay.
exactly where we at
STX
right
in
now.
the building.
Correct,
All right.
correct.
Miss Anna's. Bap. Okay, Miss Anna's.
So we
I
get,
got mail Miss Anna's too. You know?
you're like, I want all of them.
Yeah,
I pack me up a box with
Let me see what
everything.
Miss Anna's talking about. Miss Anna's. It sounds. All right. Okay, that's drippy.
I like the coloring. The coloring is a nice little blend of the red, the
Yeah.
orange, the yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give it a try.
Ah, boy. And you smell that one, boy. Smell it on top of it. It tastes
Thing I
good.
like the kick they hit you in the beginning.
It tastes good, though. I like it. Miss Anna's.
She flavor nice.
Mm-hmm.
110 years of
Brother, Miss Anna's.
masterpiece here.
Okay, I gotta finish this California. Hold on now. Give me a second there.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're feeling all right so far.
I'm feeling good.
Okay, good. We can keep that same energy.
Mm-hmm. Miss Anna's is the thing. I like Miss Anna's.
So you've accomplished so much in your music.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that there is still so much more that you want to accomplish. If you were given a chance to rewrite your script, is there another path you would have chosen and why?
I would have probably stuck with graphic arts. Doing graphic arts. Yeah. I think I would have stuck with doing graphic arts and photography, videoing. You know, I'd have probably been a videographer.
So you're a creative at heart then, because you're
Yeah.
doing the music, but if not that, it would have been something in the line of the creative spirit.
Yeah. I mean, I dabble into videography, but I think if singing wasn't my thing, I would have probably been doing more videography or into videos or, you know, photography. Maybe photography. I would have probably been doing more of that because I learned a lot of things in school from photography, you know. So
For sure.
majority of the videos you see of me, I actually shot them and edit them myself.
Wow.
Yeah. And if I can't be behind the camera, it's either a tripod or somebody I see walking down the street while I try and shoot. Hey, you can shoot this for me real quick and give me a name and then put a name in the video and everything for shooting it for me and everything. You know, so
For sure.
that's one thing that I started to do because I recognize that and I started it a while now because I recognize that visuals was gonna be something that is always gonna be needed as a musician. You know, and my first time approaching videographers, it wasn't really easy. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. What made me do it because I went to Germany and shot my first video in Germany, but the guy was taking too long to shoot it. By the time I came back to the US, I bought a handheld camera and I was just shooting stuff, you know, with my friends and family and stuff. And I ended up buying a new computer, and at that time it had the iMovie on it. So playing around, I was messing around and mess with the footage and figured out how to do the transitions and all these stuff, and I made my own little video. I was like, wait, hold up, I could do this? Man, I called partner in Germany, say, watch out, send my footage, man, you know?
Yeah, right? You're like, no bother with it.
No bother with it, just
send it
send
to
my
me.
things and I make I deal with it, you know?
Correct.
And he sent them with no problem, no argument. And I went to work with my little iMovie and I put in this footage and I started doing my thing. And by the time I was done with the finished product, I was like, you know what? Pfft, I got this, let's go. You know what I mean? And
Correct.
from there on out, I created Boondocks Ija Films. You know, my own little video thing. I came back home with it. So excited. I started shooting videos for all my musical friends. Hey, you want a video? I got a video for you. You know, I shot videos for Batch, Junior P, Mother Nile. You know, it's just come down and start shooting videos. And I was so excited that I could do it, you know, and I wanted to do it for my friends and put them out there as well too, you know. So, yeah.
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by VIA.
Are you a hot one?
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by My Brother's Workshop, tools that build hope.
Ay, ay, ay.
We get Alvin's. You might be familiar with Alvin's because I feel like
I know Alvin. I know the name Alvin.
yeah, it's popular. It's popular
yeah.
in the Virgin Islands. It's made in Trinidad. It's very popular here. This is gonna be the yellow pepper sauce. We have another one of Alvin's on the table, but he lower down in the more over in the Rasta.
Ay, ay. This one that look like a hat. It just look hot.
What about it look hot to you? The coloring?
No, the big pepper seed them in there. I can see the pepper seeds. Like, yo.
At least you know he ain't false advertising.
No, he ain't playing no games with the pepper. And this is the problem for me right now.
So this one a little thick, okay? So you might gotta give it a little tap.
Thick like Tizzy. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Oh, well, she's coming out. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
You want to go too hard.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So let's roll into the
I
question.
don't already know.
Okay. So since the
Good talk.
foundation and popularization of reggae by warriors like Bob and Rita Marley, Peter Tosh, Dennis Brown, Jimmy Cliff, you name it, reggae music is universal. Who were some of your earliest inspirations? And did your love for reggae and Rastafari ever conflict with the gospel cultures at home and church?
No conflict there. Her mom always understood the vibe. Now, my first reggae song I actually heard from my youth was my mom's song, Starting All Over Again. Starting all over again, it's gonna be rough. So rough. But we're gonna make it, you know? After that, I started hearing Bob through my father. My father used to play Bob Marley in the truck driving us to school, so that's how I heard about Bob and know about those songs. And then later on, now coming out is when in the sound system world now started doing my research on all these other musics. From Bob come straight up to the ones Dennis Brown, you know, Rita Marley, all of them. And Dennis Brown was one of my favorite out of all of them. When I reached the Dennis Brown era, I was like, yo, this is my singer, yeah. You know, like, this is my favorite here, Dennis Emmanuel Brown, you know, so
For sure.
rest in peace to him, you know, and his legacy goes on. Yeah, so that was my thing, you know, love the reggae music, and my mom was the first one I heard with a reggae beat, you know, in gospel. So by the time I come forward and by me saying Rastafari, my mother never really had no problem with that, like to say, well, you know, she pushing this thing on me, like, you know, it was more, well, you know, just make sure you're doing right in His Majesty's sight, make sure you're doing right in the King's sight, you know, and that's mostly it, because I'm not out here doing nothing bad.
Yeah.
I'm out here doing righteous music, doing things, you know, making sure the youths them live up full and bright, making sure it's all positive. You know, she's very loyal to what I'm dealing with as far as my faith, you know? Yeah, so I give thanks for that. Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Yeah.
I know, but you better pepper already hitting me.
Yeah, hitting you?
Yeah.
There we go, man.
We halfway there.
Halfway?
We're halfway down the Rasta.
Okay.
So-
okay, well. Okay, let me put this one here back. Alvin, you good. I see you got one here.
So we get this one here. Our six sauce is the House of Tempo from our
Sick.
very own Tempo. And as you can see, House of Tempo, hot.
Yeah.
Hot. This sauce has a
I
very...
can't see the pepper seed them.
Correct.
But it look
There's
hot, though.
definitely some pepper seed in here.
It look like lava.
Right? I every time I look at it, I'm like, this thing have a
You see what I'm
neon
talking about?
flavor.
When you say it look like lava?
Yes, it giving danger.
Yeah.
That's the energy. It's giving danger. It have a bold flavor to it. So, because we are on a tempo production, I do
Right.
encourage, and by encourage, I mean highly endorse, for you to put a little extra tempo sauce on your chicken or your cauliflower, I should say.
Oh yeah, okay, cauliflower. Like, wait, they put chicken in my
They
something.
can be like, oh, Ross attitude is a fraud.
I tell for the Rasta, the chicken I have in the patio. No, sir.
So we're doing extra for
Extra.
the culture.
Tell me how my extra look.
Okay.
Oh, you
okay.
doing it like that? Okay, all right.
Yeah, you show me what you're doing.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
okay,
extra.
okay. Yes.
How
okay,
it
okay.
look?
It look good.
Oh, she's
It look
dripping
good.
off the side.
You do it right. You do it right.
She hot. Oh gosh, I should have never do that. You set me up. That's a setup. That is a setup.
We gotta make sacrifices for
But
the
Tempo,
culture.
you make some good pepper, boy.
Correct.
But I'm telling you,
Correct.
boy, people in Laventil have to tell me what's going on there. On Port of Spain. We're bringing Port of Spain to St. Croix. That hot there, boy. That is the ghost. What that is?
So this one have a mix up.
That is the mix up.
Yeah.
That is the one. That is
Red
the one who have the
peppers.
mix. Oh boy.
You got red peppers in here.
It's on
It
Tempo.
look like they loaded up with the red peppers.
Cool your tempo. What?
Tempo is tempoing in
So
my
if-
mouth right now.
It's sweating? That's what's going on, man. I have to get two different rags. Jeez, I'm
Don't
bad.
forget one for your eyes and one for your
This
hands.
is for my eyes. See?
Okay.
They thought I was going to forget.
Okay, because one
That
Louis
one
is a
is for
far
me eye.
distance.
That one out of my mouth. Okay. Now,
Let me roll into the question.
well, look at question. I'm going to take a last bite because you know me love my cauliflower. I mean, it's hot, it be
Okay.
hotter than that.
Okay. We can see if you keep the same energy or no.
Energy.
Okay.
Me no bow down. Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, so Tempo Networks has dedicated its resources over the past 18 years to promoting and celebrating Caribbean talent, culture, and lifestyle. What do platforms like Tempo, especially being homegrown, mean to young aspiring artists growing up in the Virgin Islands?
I used to watch Tempo a lot. Like, still do. When I see it come on. But traveling so much, I don't get a chance. Yeah, Tempo. Whew. Okay. Hold on 1 second. You got another step on this? Okay. So, Tempo!
I feel like Tempo is stomping our
Sound like
necks.
a Mexican. Tempo!
Tempo had
Mucho
our
grande,
necks
mucho-
right now.
Mucho hot. Mucho caliente. That's what you say? You're going out with a bag of things over there. See you sipping. You hot over there too.
I sure am.
All right, but check it out. But really and truly, Tempo play a big part in my vibes as well too, because I used to watch Tempo a lot and see all the big stars and you know all the people in performing the performance at that time. What a partner name?
Your voice level getting down a little low, you know.
Yeah, check it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Don't
here we
let the
go.
pepper cow you.
Yeah, so Tempo has been a staple around here for a long time. I used to watch Tempo a lot, and at that time they had a song that was really making a lot of moves, and reason why I loved it is because it was a conscious message for the youth them down here, a real positive message. I think the song was Badness Out of Style at that time, and the artist I think was Mr. King. Yeah, Mr. King, very good artist. And seeing all these things and the positive messages, you know, it made me say to myself, like, this is a good vibe. I've never really graced a Tempo stage. Hopefully soon from now I'll be able to grace a Tempo stage. And as you can see, I have no quarrels with Tempo. You know, I love Tempo from then till now. It was something that pushed a lot of artists such as myself to see people on the big stage and say, you know what, one day I'm gonna be on that stage there. You know what I mean? So that's a motivation for the youths them here. You know, even around the whole Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Croix, because they were pushing tempo very, very big around here, and they're still pushing it. And I really give thanks to be part of this Hot One segment. You know what I mean?
It is a hot one.
All brought to you by Tempo. Yeah, I mean? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I had loved to see the tempo movement. It was very strong. It was a family movement that I saw coming out of the Virgin Islands. So being that it's homegrown is another big thing for me. Like, if these people could go out and have a whole thing running New York, Trinidad, St. Croix, St. Thomas, and everybody around the world talking about tempo, hey man, that's accolades. That's something that pushed me to say, you know what, if tempo could be known around the world, why can't Versatility be known around the world in different places and different times, you know?
For sure.
So I got big up Tempo for that, and there's a lot of youths that been watching from them to, and I could bet money, a lot of artists that you talk to could tell you that they've been watching Tempo and it did something for them as well. May not have done the same thing and done for me, but they've been watching Tempo and see the greatness of Tempo and the family unit that's been going on with Tempo. So when you see them thing there, it's like you want to be great like these people. When you see youth like Jabami, I go to Antigua and I see Jabami on the TV, like, wait, hold on there. And now me and Jabami is good friends, you know? So I'd really like to see that and saw how they push the family issue, how they push badness out of style. That badness out of style thing really did a good job on St. Croix. I must say that, because there was a lot of badness going on, but the badness out of style really calmed that down big time at that time, what I saw, you know. So big up Tempo and that movement. Mr. King, English party, they big up yourself in your diamond socks and clocks. Yeah. Big up Jabami, same. And the whole Tempo movement, man, it was a good movement to watch. And again, glad to be here right now with Tempo being a hot one. That was a thing that inspired me big time, you know, to see what they were doing for our islands, for all the islands, them, all the Caribbeans. Cause it wasn't just about Virgin Islands or the brother them from Yan, you know. It was about the Caribbean. Yeah. That was what was inspiring for me, you know. It wasn't just about one place, about the whole Caribbean. Cause all the way in the Caribbean is one. Maybe different accents, different hues and colors and all these things here, but we all are one Caribbean. So I rated that with Tempo. And that's what I loved about it, you know. It was a great movement, and still is a great movement, and I'm proud to be a part of the movement here on Hot Ones.
I was just gonna say, you know, you're on a Tempo stage.
And the movement, I'm moving with the movement.
Correct.
A hot movement, but you know what I mean? It's a hot movement, girl.
We don't do nothing less.
No.
Everything here is hot.
Hot.
And now it's time for the Hot Kitchen. Ask a Chef with Chef Julius Jackson.
Welcome back, my people, to another episode of Ask a Chef. I'm your host, Chef Julius Jackson. We are back here in the beautiful TSG studios. As you guys can see, it's a lovely ambiance, right? I'm here in my Soca Shores t-shirt, the best water you'll ever have in your life. So check us out. So today, I have one of my favorite tropical fruits. Today, we're gonna make some tamarind juice, or tamarind, for us proper speaking people. Tamarind, or tamarind, as we say here in the Virgin Islands. It's a tropical fruit. It looks like this right here, almost like a big pod, right? We want to shell this, all right? We want to take the shell off, and then we get the beautiful pulp on the inside, like so, okay? And then we get a beautiful pulp right there. I just want to eat it, but no, we're going to just hold that. So, to make this into a juice, all right, we want to have a boiling pot of water like you see here right in front of me. This is beautiful Soca Shores water boiling. All right, this water is from an aquifer. All right, it's pure rainwater. And so now that it's been boiling, we're going to add our tamarind pulp. I have about 3 to 4 pieces of tamarind here. We're going to just throw that right in just like that. And what's going to happen is that boiling water is going to get the pulp and the sugar and all the nutrients off of the seed. And the seeds is right in the middle, and that's going to come right off and marinate with our water, and we're going to let that sit. We're going to let it boil, let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to clean it off and get it off, and I'll demonstrate that for you guys here today. So now our tamarind, as you guys can see, is steeped. It's boiled It's steeped for about 30 minutes, and the water now is getting that brown tamarind color. All the sugars and all the nutrients is getting into the water. That's what we want. All right, so now I have here a strainer or a sheath, or whatever you want to call it. In a bowl, we're gonna take this, we're gonna pour our tamarind right in, just like that, right? And now we're going to take you could take anything, a tongue, a fork, whatever. We're going to squeeze that out, okay? Get all the pulp off the seeds, and that can go right into our water. And that can create the sweetness, that can create the flavor of the tamarind into our juice. So you guys can see that coming off just like that. So other things you can do with this pulp, right? We like to make tamarind stew, right? Or tamarind balls. We make that with this pulp. This pulp that we get off the seeds. We roll that into some sugar, add some cloves, you know, add some sweetness to it. And because tamarind could be a little tart, right? Tamarind could be a little sour or tart on the palate. So you add a little sugar to kind of thin that down and even out the flavor. But just like that, that should be good, right? You can see, let me see if I could show you guys. See that? That's all the remnants of the seeds and the vines and the gristle. Yeah, the gristle, I think that's what you call it. So we're gonna throw that all in there. Just whisk that there. I'm gonna add a little sugar, not a lot. That's good. You see that now? That's just a beautiful mixture of natural tropical tamarind into our juice. I got a nice cup of ice. Pour that right in. Just a beautiful glass of tamarind juice. My favorite thing. I drink this with oxtails, stewed chicken, you know, anything. And of course, right, on my oxtails and stewed chicken, I'm gonna add my little, you know, Tempo hot sauce, spice it up a little bit, and wash it down with a nice glass of tamarind juice. Cheers. It's tart, right? But it still has that nice sweetness, right? That sugar balances the tart. Best thing in the world. You guys, of course, can find this recipe in my cookbook, My Modern Caribbean Kitchen. You gotta make this one, for sure. See you guys on the next episode of Ask a Chef. Follow me on all my social media and ask me any questions you guys need, all right? Peace.
Bold, fruity, and perfectly hot. The House of Tempo Pepper Sauce. Available at Plaza Extra East and Seaside Market in Delhi. This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by Fly the Whale and the Fred Hotel. This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by Carlos Furniture, Brie Boutique, and the USVI Hotel and Tourism Association.
So we're gonna roll into this next sauce here.
Oh boy.
This
Alvin, I get why I setting me up, man. What Alvin dealing with?
Yeah, we had to bring Alvin in here twice.
Okay. Award winning.
It is award winning.
Okay.
It is award winning. This one has a little different than the one we had before. This one is going to have the red peppers in it.
I noticed Alvin again with the big pepper seeds.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that. All right.
The
cool.
seeds are where the flavor at.
That's what they tell you?
That's what I grew up learning.
One on the side.
My
Yeah.
mother used to make pound seasoning. And I know that the seeds them is where you heat up your flavor.
Man, come on, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alvin. Oh, look. Okay. Award winning. Okay.
Very obby.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you no.
Okay.
This is a pepper where you taste and like you could put this on some like in some roti. You know? Put this pepper in some roti. It's gonna come out really good. This is good pepper. This is good.
This is good to start out a seasoned rice too. Yeah.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Pigeon peas and rice.
Yeah.
Trying some Alvins.
This is good. Nice pate pepper.
Okay. So Hot Ones features a recurring segment called Explain That Gram. We went into your social media account and we did a deep dive. And we found a post that we wanted a little bit more context on. This particular segment is brought to you by Via, as well as this phone.
Thank you for the towel, Via. This one matches
We
me.
love us some Via. Via comes, they bring Matilda to guide us.
Okay.
As we went through our very hot sizzling journey.
Okay.
Matilda been doing her job.
Matilda Viviana.
Matilda Viviana.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Okay. So give us some more context on this. On this particular picture.
Sorry.
You didn't say much about it.
No.
And we were confused.
Wow. I was shooting a video. With that picture there. We decided we're gonna just buy a bunch of gold masks, and I was gold face in that video. The problem is that video never got released. That's why I laugh, because we did all of that for the video and it never got released. Yeah, that was the gold face attitude at the time. Yeah.
Is it possible that you would still release the video now? Or is it unsalvageable?
No, it's just it wasn't finished as far as production wise. It wasn't finished. The recording of the video and all that stuff wasn't finished. And then the artist I was working with at the time, he actually
Your voice going down low again, I know.
oh, sorry, yeah. The pepper. Yeah, so the artist I was working with, he actually at the time he had got incarcerated. Yeah, so we couldn't finish the video without him. You know what I mean? So well, if I knew what I know now, we could have finished the video without him.
Yeah.
But I didn't know as much doing videos at the time, you know. So yeah, we didn't finish the video because he wasn't there at the time. And by the time he got out, I was already gone to another state, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to our 8th sauce. Our 8th
Wait,
sauce.
there's so much sauce? I didn't count so much sauce, man. Yeah. Okay, that's my fault.
I know, as time goes on,
Yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
like, wow.
It's like you're drinking rum out there or something. You're like, man, that's a sauce there for real? No, but
So you start to slur your words.
You see
and your brain fog.
going low, the voice going low and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, man. Dang.
Okay, so this sauce is called habanero, and it's made in Trinidad. This sauce is made of 100% Trinidadian scorpion peppers.
So we dip in this, yeah? Oh,
Yes.
need a little space after the dips. What? She come out.
Oh yeah, she'll come
Wow.
out blazing. And you notice all the different colors.
Why I get myself into? Well, I can tell you, my mother had love of pepper too, my son. My mother plate, you could smell it from miles away.
Oh wow.
Or pepper.
That means you have it in your veins.
No, I don't. Cause I'll be like, Mommy, you get pepper and that there right there? She'll be like, yeah, okay, well, I good to go. I don't need
You're
that.
like, never mind then.
Never mind.
Okay, let me see what this one looking like.
This kind of smell like that pepper from my mother plate, you know. Cha cha. Alright.
She got heat.
Right away.
I'm gonna need more milk.
Scorpion pepper.
You're hitting right hand in the back of the throat.
Back at throat, back at my head.
Ras Attitude has been a standout name in the Virgin Islands and the Caribbean reggae landscape for decades. Decades. And we know that having a great sound means that you must have a great air.
Yeah.
What's your take on the current state of reggae music in the Virgin Islands?
Wow. I'm sorry. That's pepper there.
Yeah, correct.
Trinidad ain't playing. Woyoy. But you know what? It helps with the coming out of the Virgin Islands. Not just the dancehall, but the reggae music. Keeping that one drop. Keeping that formula of the 1-2 order. That's what makes it so hot. Because people gravitate to that still.
Tell me more about that, the 1-2 order.
Well, the 1-2 order is the one drop. boom. When the Rasta man them there in the kete drum, boom, 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 you know? And this is the 1-2, the one drop, the heartbeat of the music. The drum and bass, you know, these things are very, very prominent in the reggae music, the drum and the bass. You know, if you don't have the drum and bass in the right frequency, things ain't gonna move like how it's supposed to move. You know? So this is why we as Virgin Islands have kept that formula of the one drop and the 1-2 are the heartbeat of reggae music, the drum and bass. Respect to Vaughn Benjamin, Midnight, you know, the Desirees, the Moderniles, the Excaliburs, the Pressure Bus Pipes, you know, the Icarus, the Nairas. I could go on and don't want nobody say, hey, you call my name, man, you know. But I could go on and on with all the artists them that still keep that formula going.
Okay.
You don't bust in the battle, like trying to talk.
I
so
know.
we won't be busting no battle.
I know.
You ain't walking with me, man.
No man.
Walking with me at all. Heat stroke. This what we reach.
It's appropriately named. It is hot.
Oh, it's appropriately named.
They mix up a few different peppers in here. I get habanero, I get scotch bonnet, I get mango in here.
Okay.
I get mango.
Like, whoop-de-doo. I gotta coop you because you look like you gonna put on a ling bit.
No.
You playing smart too, can me see you put on your palette. Oh, I catch you. Every step.
Well, hey,
together.
why you over here watching in my yard?
Because we
watch your own yard.
You's the one start watching over here first, so I trying to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think I got my dog lost like Ray Charles and I can't see? Alright. You ready?
You pick a fine time to finally start paying attention, eh?
Yeah,
right,
when it get hotter, cause you telling me things over there, so I want to make sure your thing hot over there too. Cause we's what? Hot ones.
We are hot ones. Okay.
Your hot one needs some convincing.
My hand's shaking.
Yeah.
Like
it needs some convincing. We are hot ones. Hot ones.
we're hot ones. Okay.
Let me try it again. We're hot ones.
We're hot ones. I don't feel the confidence. I'm telling you. Okay,
let me go.
run it.
Laventil, we're going with this one, yeah. That's just hot. I didn't even taste it good yet. What's it been?
Milk.
It's true. Oh God, your milk done? My milk done too, buddy. I get water though. Guess what? Look like you might gotta go for the chalice.
Okay, let me move on to this question, buddy.
Please, because I just want to get rid of this one there.
Oh, it come in, I promise.
Well, it'll creep up on you too. It'll go hot. Burn off your tongue and then burn the next side of your tongue.
Okay. At one point, St. Croix was coined as the breadbasket of the Caribbean and currently hosts one of the largest agriculture fairs throughout the region. As we know, health is wealth. Tell us a little bit more about your diet and what agriculture in the Virgin Islands means to you.
Agriculture in the Virgin Islands means a whole lot to me. Especially the way I don't eat, you know. ITAL is here, you know. Before vegan even come in, man was ITAL. ITAL, the ground food, which you can get from a farmer, the ground food. You can get your cabbage, your potatoes, your watermelons, everything from the farmer. As we can see nowadays, a lot of the foods that's coming in are processed foods. And with all kind of stuff that's in the ingredients. When I go to the farm, ain't no bag of ingredients there. I could see my food growing out of the ground. I could see him bringing it to me from plucking it out the ground or taking it off the tree, you know? So with that, it's very important that the farmers get more flowers and more acknowledgement here on the Virgin Islands. I'm also a new farmer, you know? Me and the Queen have piece of land from doing farming and stuff and trying to put out that knowledge of farming or get more knowledge of farming. I'm a musician, I ain't no farmer, I don't know nothing about tilling soil. But it is imperative that we all start to till the soil or learn how to till the soil and get food for yourself. Me say, I tell for the Rasta. No chicken or I'm in the pot, yeah. No, sir. I tell for the Rasta. No egg, no lamb, no lobster. I tell for the Rasta. Me know my belly get big full of worms, yeah. No, sir. I tell for the Rasta. Hear that part, yeah?
And now it's time for Did You Know with Gabrielle Carrard.
Did you know that Hull Bay on the island of St. Thomas has always played a very vital role to the nearby community? Hull Bay is a beach located on the north side of the island and for centuries has been used by fishermen. It's acted as a location for boat mooring, it's used as a launch area for boats to go out into the ocean, and it's been the site of communal community activities. Additionally, back in the 1970s, there was a very important archaeological dig that happened on the beach, one in which 2 bodies of African descent were found. However, there was evidence to suggest that they had been there long before European exploration. And while there are theories to suggest how the bodies got there, nothing concrete has been solidified. Along the outskirts of the beach is a complex mangrove system that protects the shorelines during devastating storms. These mangroves have been here for centuries and are an important part of the beach's health. On your next visit to St. Thomas, make sure you visit Hull Bay Beach, where there's a lot of history and natural environment to explore.
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by First Bank, Captain Morgan, and the USVI Economic Development Authority. This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by Budget Car and Truck Rental of St. Croix and Hertz in St. Thomas.
So we're on to the final sauce. I see how your hair dilly-dallying.
Yeah, you notice I talking,
Your
come in, try and see that sauce. That's what going on.
Your hair dilly-dallying, gallivanting.
Yeah, come in, try and see that
We-
sauce. I was actually hoping you were going to say, you know what? We're going to cut
It's been a
because
good
that's the
show.
last sauce that we're
Check
going
you
to...
later.
Yeah.
No, we can't do that.
So I'm doomed.
You're doomed.
Like the pepper sauce, I'm
the
doomed.
the pepper sauce, proper advertising happen here. It's called Hellfire. We encourage our guests,
Yeah.
right, to dab an extra pepper sauce on their cauliflower. So you're dabbing twice
And the cauliflower.
on your cauliflower.
Twice.
Twice.
Not on the palate.
You go put it on the palette and dab. No,
See,
no.
you catch it.
No,
On the cauliflower.
So you ain't about to joke me.
Okay.
You're putting it on the cauliflower
Okay.
and then
One dab. Oh.
oh.
That's 2 dabs. That's 2 dabs
Okay,
right there.
actually, you know what?
I'm going to pour another one. Just another dab. Bow. See that? You got to follow suit. You got to follow suit. Look at that. See that? No.
Oh, jeez, bread. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I can see why you were fighting and trying to rub on the sauce. Yeah. I see why. This is a setup. This whole tempo thing is a setup.
Run me the milk.
That's why. That's why. I'll save this one for the last. I'm going to tell man what double tap. Yo, how wicked. Okay, so this one like you got. Ooh,
I can't even describe the flavor.
they don't have no flavor. I don't know what to drink.
Okay, I could do this. I'm a Frenchie. I pulled fish pot before. I could do this.
Okay, no. I can't. It's done already, but give that bread. Wow. I can't breathe.
You ain't had none of the Johnny cake.
What? No, ain't gonna help.
Matilda is here watching over us.
Matilda, ain't doing nothing.
Matilda.
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 Walk, please.
I think she's doing her best. It's a hard job to handle.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. In Please, Mr. Police, you sing about being tired of hiding to burn your herb. Regulations on cannabis consumption. are being updated around the world, but there's still far to go. What are some of your thoughts on progress and the concept of regulating the use of marijuana in the first place?
A question too long, man.
My question here for you is, what your thoughts is on the progress?
Oh gosh, I mix it up.
I told you that would happen. I told you.
It's too hot.
Do you think it's something the government should have a right to do? Do you think it's something that people should be able to freely do without any type of law or anything like that? What are you feeling?
I think it should be free, just like how we grow. Freely. It grows free. This water cooler than this one. It had ice. I'm gonna walk with this one here for now. It's free, you know. It grows free. God put it on the earth as a medicine, just like every other medicine. Why they ain't charging we for bush tea? People hustle bush tea too, right?
Correct.
There are people hustling bush tea on the side of the road. They ain't charging for bush tea. They ain't charging for that. They ain't charging for time and these kind of things. Yeah, they ain't got time as illegal, you know.
So, but you know, people is consider, okay, don't shoot the messenger, okay?
Yeah.
People that say that marijuana is a gateway drug, and that is in part why there is this whole conversation about whether it should be illegal or legal.
A lot of youth start smoking cigarette before they start smoking marijuana. Because cigarette is available. So before a youth even know anything about marijuana, he's already seeing cigarettes. He's already trying to smoke a cigarette with his buddies.
It's true, vapes
to
are
hide
getting
and do
around
a
right
cigarette, you know? So why is marijuana the problem? If anything is a gateway, it'll be cigarettes. Weed should be legal without any barriers, any kind of stipulation, because it's grown here for free. If a bunch of weed seed were to drop outside, it'll just start to grow. You know, so I just think it was put here for man and for the use of man. So that it should be.
I understand,
Yeah?
and I agree.
Yeah.
Ross Attitude, I've had a very pleasurable experience
Untruth.
today.
Untruth.
I had a pleasurable experience conversing. I can't say the entire experience felt pleasurable. So because you are a champion, you're a hot one, you're on
Yes,
hot
thanks.
ones.
Yes, I.
You make it through all 10 pepper sauces.
Yes, I.
So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you look into this camera and you can tell the people for the next 30 seconds of uninterrupted time what they could expect from you moving forward.
Yes, massive, you could expect more positiveness, more upful and brightful vibes, yeah? Look out for new videos, check out my new video on YouTube, link up. You could also text attitude to 545454. Yeah, I say it again. Text attitude to 545454. Make sure you download the Tempo Plus app. Brap, brap. Yeah, you understand? Aha! Think of Boondocks Attitude said that. Yo, do remember we have opportunities for dancers, singers, musicians right here with the Boondocks. Yeah, the Black Organization of Noble Diplomats Optimizing Expressions. Link up. Reach out. See, I ain't stush at all. Just link your brethren. I dare. We family. Make it upful. Make it bright. Haile Selassie first. Bless and sanctify. Queen Omega. Empress Asfa. See, that's Attitude signing out. Big up Tempo and the whole family. Everyone that has something to do with this Hot One segment via. Big up yourself. Upful and bright. Yes. Matilda there same way. We have the beautiful queen here. We have the whole Tempo family. Yeah? Big up. Love you. Attitude said that. Upful and bright. Boondocks to the world.
Ross Attitude, thanks again for joining us. This has been another episode of Hot Ones Caribbean Edition. I am your hostess, Empress Gabrielle Carrard, hailing from the United States Virgin Islands, where the sauce that might be hot, but a woman them definitely hotter. Ah!
Yeah, man. Cut.
like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to hit that bell to get notifications for more things Tempo.